Oh my goodness, we are back for an episode 6, and something I would like to address real quick is that some of you think that I suck because I didn't upload over the weekend, but that was never my goal, okay? I was just trying to upload weekdays. I only said that a couple of times though, so just to reiterate, I'm only trying to upload weekdays right now, and then eventually I might have the gumption to go also for weekends. But yeah. Nevertheless, it's time to speak about what we're going to be doing in this episode, because for those of you who saw the last episode, I had a bit of a problem. Quite a large problem, really, and that's that I needed an RTG, but I didn't have one of those. And that's not silly, because you have to get nanocarbon alloy and lithium, which means, basically, I need to set up bases on every planet. Well, not every planet, but most planets. And the reason you need to set up bases on most planets to get nanocarbon alloys, because you need to get a lot of resources, and you need to get a lot of gases, which means you need atmospheric condensers on a lot of planets. And so it's like, how am I going to set up on a bunch of planets in one episode? Well, you already know, I'm not going to do that because you saw the thumbnail and the title. Yes, we're going to make a large shuttle in this video so we can ditch this piece of crap over here and all of the thousands of thrusters I've been having to use to do things on Aatrox. Instead, we're going to have a nice hydrazine thruster that's reusable and stuff. You just got to fuel it. And we're going to have a large shuttle that basically acts as a mobile base so that we can put an atmospheric condenser in it and not have to base on several planets in order to get an RTG, or, you know, just nanocarbon alloy, because that's what we need, really. So that we can get nanocarbon alloy without having to base on all the planets we need resources from. We're basically going to have a mobile base. Yeah, so that was me wording something quite simple in 1,000 words. I tried my best, though. I promise you, I tried my very best to word that good. It's just not something I do. Anyways, yes, as you know, if you've been watching this series very much, bytes aren't really an issue for us regarding the... I'm trying to figure out why our automatic bytes thing here just isn't working. We have automatic bytes set up on Aatrox to happen forever, and it's not working right now, so that means it's not working right now. I'm gonna have to go see what that's about. Oh, that's right, I shut it down, and then, well, I shut it down, and then I said to myself, I said, why is it not on? But it wasn't on because I shut it down, and so now it's not off because I turned it back on, so that's good. But yeah, so where was I? Oh yes, that's, we get bytes for the low cost of not. So, basically half of the problem is automatically solved for us here. We want to unlock the large shuttle so that we can use the large shuttle, and so that's just kind of granted. Also granted is exochips, because we needed those for the last episode to get the large rover, and we got extra because we're smart, and smart people aren't stupid. Then we also need ceramic, which is so cheap that we don't have to worry about it, leaving us with titanium alloy, which is, well, actually that one kind of does suck just a tad bit. And so, but not too bad. It doesn't suck too bad. We're going to get ourselves some titanium alloy. But first, we're going to do what I rarely do successfully. That is, we are going to explain what it takes to get titanium alloy, since that's going to be kind of the main idea of this video. Titanium alloy is going to be our biggest barrier here, so I want to make sure you understand what I'm doing here. And so we're going to go step by step here, understanding how to get titanium alloy together. We're going to hunt it down right now on the chemistry lab so that we can basically chase down needs here. What is titanium alloy made of? Well, it's made of titanium and graphene, as well as nitrogen. So nitrogen, we can ignore because it's on the home planet, which means that actually all I have to do is literally this right here. So that's taken care of already. Then we have titanium, which is not found on the home planet. It is found on, I need to think for a second because I'm not quick, Glacio. We can find it on Glacio pretty easily in the caves, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get titanium and Glacio, also not a big deal. So what is graphene? Well, it's another alloy. We gotta go find it to see what we need. Graphite, which is so cheap, and hydrazine, which is pretty cheap. Graphite is obviously just something we can get in the soil centrifuge, so we're not going to worry about that. And hydrazine is 2 ammonium and a hydrogen, which is 2 things we can get in the soil centrifuge, and a hydrogen, which can be gotten on the home planet. So to recap, we have to go to Glacial for titanium, and then we gotta do a lot of footwork here with the soil centrifuge, and then we're literally just, that's it, we have a titanium alloy, so it's not that big a deal, actually, is what it's not. Meaning that, lucky for me, this video should be a lot easier than the last one. The last video was me running around and being sad. I was being sad while running around, and so I don't want to be sad while running around now. Right now, I want to run around less and be less sad because of it. So we're going to take an oxygenator. I lied to you because we want to get as much titanium as we can hold. We're going to do the juggling technique and just take the medium storage instead. And if you're not familiar with the juggling technique, what it means is that we're going to use our shuttle as a portable oxygenator by just taking it with us wherever by taking it with us wherever we go, just like this. We jump and take it with us because an oxygenator doesn't make it so that you can get oxygen from your shuttle. You get oxygen from your shuttle no matter what. The oxygenator just makes it so that you can connect tethers to it. But we don't really care about that because we're just going to take it with us so we can have extra storage because we're freaky weirdos. So into the caves we go because that's where titanium is on Glacio. It's in the first cave layer and, you know, the deeper ones as well, but we don't have to go to those because it's in the first cave layer. And so here it is, my precious children. The hardest part of this video is basically over already because we've got ourselves a load of titanium right here. It spawns in ridiculous amounts on this planet, so I'm only going to need this one vein. And so joy awaits me. I eat my boogers. Oh, success just like that. No big deal at all for someone like me. And so yeah, the rest of getting titanium alloy now is just like I said, going to be gathering a bunch of soil and getting soil stuff from the soil centrifuge. And that's going to be the main part of this video. But obviously after that, there's stuff we got to put on the shuttle. And so, but that shouldn't take very long. We craft a hydrazine, which gives us a hydrazine thruster for free. I didn't know that at all, or I would have stopped using all these a very long time ago. I've had the capacity to craft hydrazine for, well, at least half of these. I had a big grand scheme for, you know, unlocking and crafting this, but no, it's just Next up, we take that hydrazine and we make graphene. We make graphene. Then, simple as can be, we go over to the titanium alloy himself. Wrong pronoun. And then we make it. Simple. Because we already found nitrogen. I'm just going to stop trying. You know what's going on. And titanium alloy. And I already have ceramic. And what's the other thing we needed? Exo chips. I think we needed 2. And so, then just like that, like a magic trick would be, we have ourselves a large shuttle. Tickle me pink and purple. Now all you gotta do is just, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for 200 years while this crafts because the large printer isn't fast even if you have it at full power. So that's fun. Yeah, I could have just got this for free this whole time. Let's just go mourn over the junkyard. I mean, this is really unfortunate. You could have told me that. I know some of you knew that. One of you had to know this, and you just sat here and you watched is what you did. Anyways, while that's crafting, let's talk about the next step, which is to turn the storage on the large shuttle into more storage on the large shuttle. For that, we're going to use the same large storages that we used in the last video. And if you don't know what that's like, it's like this. That's what it's like. I'm blocking it with the thing, and you can't see it no matter what I do. Hang on. It looks like this right here. And so this right here basically just doubles the amount of stuff you can put on it. And double is twice as much. And we like having twice as much as opposed to once as much. And so, let's get a look at this thing. Okay? It's not every day you see a large shuttle. I mean, it probably is for some people. That just wasn't worth saying. Anyways, I would like to demonstrate what I was saying in real time here as soon as this crafts. I timed it wrong, so it's not correct. There we go. So you see, we could fit like 4 items on here or 2 larger items on here. But now we can fit 4. And 4 is 2 times 2, so I told you the truth. Something else we want to do, though, is use the oxygenator slot in this one actually for the oxygenator, because it's a large shuttle and we can fit all that stuff instead of having to use it for storage like we did in the last one. No more juggling technique. Instead, we're actually just going to have tethers attached to it and stuff. Should we desire. Also, the hydrazine thruster, which was for free, right? So I could have been using it the whole time. That one, that's the one I'm talking about. We're going to go ahead and put it on as well. An oxygenator is a ceramic and an aluminum, and I have ceramic and aluminum, so I have an oxygenator if I press the special green button. And so I don't know what I'm doing, because actually we shouldn't have this one, because that's where our atmospheric condenser goes. So, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Okay, so we have the basis for what we're going to be doing here set up now. What else needs to happen? Well, we need resource canisters. which means we need to unlock them. And I'm stalling because I thought I would find it much quicker. Okay, so 2,000 bytes, we don't care because we get bytes forever for free. And then we need plastic and glass, which is also not so expensive. And we need 2 plastic and 2 glass because we need 2 resource canisters. So I'm going to do that off-camera style as opposed to on-camera style so that you don't have to watch it. One of them needs to be filled full of carbon. And what I have over here is like a little thing where my auto arm can put carbon on this whenever the generators are full. So if I ever need carbon, this just refills automatically. So that's pretty neat. Some say it's not, but it is. And we really do want this to be all the way full. Probably. I mean, it's just, that's what I'm going to do. So, and really the best thing I can do is just put this here instead of that for now. So that's what we'll do. Anyways, we got this one in place. It's just there because it is, and we're going to use it for whatever we want. And the other one's currently filling up with carbon. While that's happening, I would like to discuss what the other 2 slots on this are going to be for. Medium generators. And you can probably see where this is going, right? We are using medium generators for the purpose of powering this thing. Because we're putting an atmospheric condenser on it. I already said that, I think, and if I didn't, well, there you go. We're putting an atmospheric condenser on this. And those take a lot of power. 20 units of power per second, to be precise, to run at full speed. And 2 medium generators will get us almost all the way there at 18 units of power a second, which is nice. Now, you may be thinking, we're not, in no way are we going to have enough fuel for all that, right? But actually, we just are. Because a resource canister full of carbon will power both of these generators for 16 minutes. Yes, 16 minutes. Because each carbon lasts 2 minutes in a medium generator. So it's like, worth it is what it is. So we can do 2 minutes of an atmospheric condenser, 16 minutes. Like, you need to, like, understand that I'm stupid and then try to understand what I'm saying anyways. That's your job here. And I'm sorry about that, but that's the way things are. Let me retry. Both of these can run for 16 minutes straight before we have to fill up the resource canister with carbon again. And so we can run our atmospheric condenser for 16 minutes straight, which is a lot of time. And so, in order to fill it up, we would want to leave this behind probably now that I think about it. But if you weren't, we would take a gas canister instead of this if we wanted to fill up a bunch. But if we just wanted a little bit, like if we wanted to get 1 nanocarbon alloy, we could leave this, then let some helium or something gather while we leave to get other resources. So there's that. Or even just go at half speed because you're going to be getting the same amount of power in the end. It's just going to take twice as long with 1 medium generator. And so you could do it like that and then have a resource canister so you can go get stuff and a gas canister so it fills up while you're gone. So like, it's slower, but you can do other stuff while you're waiting. Dealer's choice. But yes, we can't forget about the big dog himself. We need an atmospheric condenser, so that's going to require a plastic, a glass, and an iron. So the thing about glass is that I already made glass earlier, so I have glass. And the thing about iron is that I already got a bunch of iron a long, long time ago, so we have iron. And the thing about plastic is, oh, that's right, it takes a carbon. And so, carbon. Yo ho ho, and a pirate's life for me. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I didn't think that through earlier. We kind of just want 1 medium generator, right? Because if we want to take this resource canister and also a canister for the gas, I mean, yeah, we have to have this generator not here, unless you're just going after gases, in which case I would recommend it. But for now, since we want the fully versatile version to be showed off, for now, you know, I'm just gonna... No, what? I don't know. I'm so slow, it hurts. But yeah, that would also mean, actually, that we do need to unlock this thing, and silicone we need, which takes methane and glass. But the thing about methane is that we actually already have some here, which is just convenient and nice. It's not usual that would be the case, but hey, we have that, so we can go ahead and make that. But if you didn't, then you could just use this shuttle to get methane, and then you could come back and use the methane to make that gas canister. Unfortunate order of operations, but it would be really easy to just use a different kind of storage until you could get methane. So that's what I'd recommend to do. Mamma mia, let me go. Oh. Ah, frick, that was weird. Anyways, we got this crafted now, and so the final pieces are coming together. Everyone is happy, and life is nice and stuff. This is going to be a cool thumbnail, I hope. I mean, I guess you already know if it looks nice. Yep. Boom, and now that's all that's left. That's all. Whoa. Let's regroup. Now all that's left is that I need to get that carbon filled up over here. But, get pranked, fool! Because I'm not gonna... Sorry, I caught you a fool. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take this with not all the carbon, because I don't need all the carbon in order to get what I need. And what I need is... I do not remember. Ah, yes, what I need is just everything that is required to get nanocarbon alloy. And so, starting at the top, that would be helium. Then steel takes argon, and titanium alloy we're already familiar with. All the stuff we need for that is here. And so, yeah, that's it. We just need helium and argon, which is going to be super easy with this getup. And so what I basically want to do is just sort of show off this base in 2 phases, right? And so, yes, I am going to commit to 2 generators, because right now I'm not going after any resources on any planets, just going after the gases. And so, yeah, this will run it at almost full speed. Now, I would like to stop here and pause, because I don't know if I said this earlier, but I would like to stop here and pause and say, why do I think that it's fair to call this a sort of mobile base when all it has is an atmospheric condenser and nothing that crafts or anything? There's no crafting things, there's no printers. That's the word I'm looking for. There are no printers or anything on this, so how is it a mobile base? Well, think about it for a second. There are only 3 reasons to go to another planet, right? There are only 3. You need to gather gases of some sort, you need to gather the resources from that planet, or you need to get bytes. So, on this particular save of mine, bytes don't matter anymore. We just do that all the time, forever. And so, for our particular purposes, this is all we're ever going to need again. And if you need to gather resources, you can just do that with this, and the oxygenator, and then there's that. And then obviously for the gases, you have the atmospheric condenser. So that's why I would say this is a mobile base, because it gets you everything you need from another planet. And for us, that's really important, because we want to get nanocarbon alloy without having to build bases on a bunch of planets so that we can get to the stuff from those planets easily. It's just luxury. Anyways, I interrupted myself earlier. I said I would like to show this off in 2 phases. The first phase would be us gathering the argon we need, because argon on Glacio is 100 parts per unit, which means we're going to be getting it very fast. As you can see on this planet, that's what nitrogen is. You gather it very quickly on the home planet because 100 parts per unit. And so that's what argon is on Glacio. We're going to see how fast we can get a bunch of that there. Well, then I want to demonstrate this on Atrox, where we're going to be getting helium, which is only gotten at 25 parts per unit, which is 4 times slower. So, yeah. Basically what I'm saying is I want to see how far the fuel gets us. I'm not going to use all of the fuel on one planet and then come back and get more or anything. I'm not even going to use all of it on either of them. I just sort of want to use maybe like 1 carbon on each generator for each planet. So 2 minutes on each planet and see how much we can get. So I hope that suffices. But first I got to get hydrazine for the thruster so that we can leave. Oh, yes! I also need lithium because I want to get an RTG in the next video, like straight off the bat, if I want to. And I want to, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that means I'll redact my previous statement. I'm just going to do 1 generator because I need lithium. So that's that. I just can't keep my ideas straight inside of my head. It's not something I do. But yeah, we need tethers so that we can do that whenever we get to the planet we're going to do that on. And so now it's time to leave. We're ready to leave. Bwahaha, first stop is going to be Glacio. Let's go. And we can land wherever we want because we brought everything we need. I don't guess I had to be a creep about it with the way I spoke. Anyways, as promised, we're just going to set this thing right now to get argon on loop, and then we're gonna unleash a single fuel and then deleash all the fuel. No. Okay, we fixed it. So it looks like you get precisely 6. I mean, that shut off basically right after this showed up, so that's how that works. You're gonna get 6 of something with 100 PPU in 2 minutes. What does that mean? 6 every 30 seconds? Is that what that means? Let me get out a calculator because I don't do this. 120 seconds divided by 6. No, that was easy. That was light work and I got it wrong. It's 20 seconds every 20 seconds. Shame on me. On to Atrox. Yum. Yum. Oh, I'm a little cringe-wad. Oh my goodness, we got a gravity globe. Does this thing hurt people? Never really got close to it. It's making a sound. Boy. Okay, well, if you can do math, you already know how much we're going to get from this, but I can't, so I don't. I'm just going to test it manually. Oh. I put the fuel in the generator, but I forgot to start it. So I guess I just got to wait till that's gone. It took me 2 minutes to figure out the math on it, but yeah, that's just going to be like 1.5, which means 1 because you can't just have half. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, so, I changed my mind about actually gathering lithium because I realized I do not need or want an RTG yet because the only reason I need an RTG is for rovers, And the only rover I care about right now is my soil rover, which is currently full of soil. So this is goodbye.